What is going on, guys? We are streaming Sunday Night Football, the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Miami right now, 3-0 lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Bill O'Brien calling the plays right now for the Patriots offense. Excited to see how Bill O'Brien is able to impact Mac Jones early in the season. 2nd and 8 for Mac Jones in the shotgun. He's going to throw this one out. And it's going to be caught. Bring up 3rd and short. Instant reaction from the Denver Broncos game. I just have to get this off my chest. It was clearly pass interference during the 2-point conversion. But more importantly, Denver should have never been in that situation. They had a 18-point lead, and Russell Wilson pissed that game away. The defense pissed the game away. This is a team that doesn't know how to win, and that's why after that fumble, I looked right at Aaron and I said, here we go. It's an old familiar feeling. It's a negative feeling. It's like a dark cloud. It's like you're not allowed to have nice things. You're not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to enjoy those things. I'm just hoping that we can turn it around because we're playing this Dolphins team on Sunday, right? Now, if I go to that game, when I go to that game, this could potentially be, a really rough beginning of the season. But if Denver can go down, and win against a playoff team, all of a sudden they're 1-2. Remember, the Chargers lost today, so they're 1-1. The Chiefs won, but they lost last week. They're 1-1. The Raiders lost today. They're 1-1. Denver's one game back from first place in the division. It's hard to kind of see that side of it right now. So that's all I'm going to say right now about the Denver Broncos game. We'll definitely talk more about it during the Monday recap video. And I'll be going through all the games. But right now, let's lock into this Patriots-Dolphins game. I'm going to be scouting this Dolphins team. See what we got next week. Now, the Patriots, they're I think, a tough team, right? Week in and week out, they're going to be ready. They're going to be prepared. They're going to play good defense. They're going to run the football. They got Bill Belichick. Everybody was so quick to just go, who's going to win the division? Is it the Jets or is it the Dolphins or the Bills? And the Patriots, they played a really close game against Philadelphia last week. That's a tough opening week. But here we go. This is a home game for them. Mac Jones taking a shot downfield. It was almost completed. Eli Apple on the coverage. I want to see if Mac Jones can get comfortable really slinging it like that. He had a ton of touchdown passes at Alabama. The last couple years have been not so great. This ball, man, looks like he could have caught it, but he only stuck out one hand. All right, Mac Jones on a 3rd and 8, trying to get into better territory than they do. First down, and the ball is out on the ground. The Patriots, what a save. It looks like Ramondre Stevenson. No, they're calling it Miami ball. Bradley Chubb, the ex-Bronco that we got rid of. What a day. Bradley Chubb makes a play like that. Just kick us while we're down. Oh, man. It's all good. We had to trade Bradley Chubb in order to get Sean Payton. All right, let's see. Can I turn the camera? I can. Let me see if how much percent is this? Oh, we're good. We're good. We set this up in a more permanent There we go. Man, what a tough week 2 so far, man. What a tough week 2.
Want to get away? Now you can. With Southwest Fares is $49 one way.
All right, I'll just hold it. Forget about it.
Did you make a call?
142.
Yeah. All right. There we go. There we go. All right, so 3-0. Miami takes over. Opening up a bag of chips over here. Let me know what you guys are snacking on for Sunday Night Football in the chat. We used to do Wild Wings every Sunday. No. Second quarter begins, so it just happened, and that turnover was the last play of the first quarter. So we save ourselves from an extra commercial. Some of the takeaways just from these week 2 games. The New York Giants able to get a win 31-28. That was a rally. 49ers get away. They almost lost 23-30. The Rams seem to be a good team. A late first half touchdown changed the momentum. For the first 28 minutes and 15 seconds, the Rams looked like the better team. But then eventually Brock Purdy sneaked it in for a tie game at the half mark. And then in the second half, 49ers forced 2 Matthew Stafford interceptions. Offense did enough to get off the field. We'll talk more about some of these other games tomorrow, but I'll probably talk a little bit about them during the commercials. Let's see. All right. Just waiting for the game to come back on. NFL Plus, if you guys don't have it, I recommend getting it. Not only do you get to watch Sunday Night Football games or whatever's being locally broadcasted, but you also get to go back and watch film. And that's something I'm going to be doing with the Broncos game tomorrow, trying to really see, is there anything that's fixable? All right, back in Massachusetts. Quick throw here to Tyreek Hill. Send Tyreek in motion. He's just so good. He's so fast. Tua 6 for 8 for 69 yards right now. And a handoff goes to Mostert. Should be about 3. Seems like a big game for both of these teams. Anytime you get an early divisional rival game, you want to be able to set the tone early, kind of like Miami did with Buffalo. I believe that was week 2 or week 3. So here we go to a shotgun formation. This is going to be a pitch to Mostert, who breaks a couple tackles. Was that Mostert or Devon Achane? Somebody I wanted the Broncos to draft. All right. Man, it's just these 2 wide receivers, Hill and Waddle, are both some of the fastest players in the NFL. So you have to respect them with space. or they'll run right past you. That forces defenses to play deep, which opens up the running game, and it really results in Miami being a very well-balanced offense. Jalen Waddle on the first down grab. Tua's making some good throws here early in the game. Christian Gonzalez on the coverage. Rookie cornerback drafted. All right, 1st and 10. A man in motion. This can be a handoff. 3-yard gain, but there's some laundry on the field. We'll see if this one's coming back for holding. Refs will talk it over here. Looks like it's going to be on Miami. Illegal block in the back. Looks like New England plays on turf. Something I never noticed. I expected them to be a grass kind of place. Isaiah Wynn called for the holding. Number 77, their left tackle. Just holding that jersey of number 90. 11:39 in the second, and now it'll be 1st and 15. Or 1st and 10. Or 1st and 19. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. I love McDaniel's coaching style so far. He's just such a great coach. All right, shotgun for Tua, standing at midfield, looking, takes a shot deep downfield, and it was caught by Hill, but it was out of bounds. Spectacular catch. And that's the kind of throw, I mean, in tight coverage that tells you that Tua has faith in his receivers, right? Ignore the check down and take a shot with pretty tight coverage downfield because you think that you got, the best player on the field. And if he gets those feet down, that's just an incredible catch. Great concentration. 2nd and 19, they're going to want to pick some of it up to avoid 3rd and 19. I would expect something quick, a slant. Yep, there's the screen. And Waddle's going to use his speed, and he'll just get the entire thing right here, all the way down to the 15-yard line. And I mean, as a coach, right, you expect that play, right? I mean, 2nd and 19, you're not trying to get it all back in one piece. You're trying to set up 3rd and 10. But able to succeed on that screen. Bill Belichick pretty pissed off. All right, so we go to the commercial break to look at an injury on the field. Some of the scores from today's week. We had the Commanders over the Broncos by 2 points. The Commanders are 2-0 for the first time in a very long time. The Dolphins and Patriots are playing right now. Tomorrow there's a doubleheader. All right, so the Vikings, that was the first game of the week on Thursday night. They take an L to drop to 0-2, losing 28-34 to the Eagles. The Packers. Now we said this when we did our predictions on Saturday. We said that the Packers-Falcons, that was our don't touch it of the week, and we said Falcons by 1 point. We said that specifically. Well, the Falcons won 25-24. It's about as good as you can get. The Raiders got destroyed by the Bills. Not a good sign after they beat Denver last week for level of competition. The Ravens beat the Bengals by 3. That makes the Bengals 0-2. Feels a little bit better to be 0-2 with a team like the Bengals being 0-2. The Seahawks get out of Detroit with the win. Another high-scoring game, just like the last 2 years, 37-31. Colts over the Texans. Anthony Richardson leaves with a concussion, does not return to the game. The Chiefs over the Jaguars in an ugly 17-9. The Bears, a lot of people expected a big bounce back. Didn't happen. Instead, Mike Evans single-handedly destroyed the Chicago Bears, and we think we know who Baker Mayfield's favorite target is in Tampa Bay. The Titans over the Chargers by 3 points. We took the Titans to win this game. Why did we take the Titans to win this game? Because Mike Vrabel, as an underdog at home, has a 19-3 record. Right? This had a Titans win. This had upset written all over it. The Giants, holy crap, we got every game right. The Giants over the Cardinals, we got that right. The 49ers over the Rams, we got that right. Cowboys over Jets, got that right. Just going through here really quick. We did miss Bengals. The Bengals and the Lions, and the Jaguars, and the Buccaneers. We missed 4 of 17. We're still hitting at that 70% mark, right? So high five for every subscriber on this channel. My win is your win. All right, let's get back to the game. All right. Watch. Miami driving down, trying to put some points on the Patriots here. Mike McDaniel calling the plays here on 1st and 5. 10.5 left in the second quarter, and the Miami Dolphins lined up on the 10-yard line. This is going to be a pitch, 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 3. These are by far the hottest chips I've ever eaten in my entire life. I was not expecting to only be able to eat 1 chip every 10 minutes. Ghost pepper. Pakiwi spicy chips, haunted ghost peppers. Not a sponsor, but it's always available. It's on the table if they want to pay us. All right, here we go. Tua, shotgun's going to hand it off again. This looks like a touchdown, and Mostert does run it in for a touchdown. Miami takes a 10-0 lead pending extra point. But this is kind of what's exciting to me. Bill O'Brien, the new offensive coordinator, he's found himself now in a 10-0 hole. What's this offense going to look like? Are the Patriots going to be able to go down and score and respond to the Dolphins' drive? Because we think that the Dolphins are going to have a top 5 offense and defense. They could win the Super Bowl this year. And it wouldn't be shocking. And now that Vic Fangio is their defensive coordinator, they're going to be really good. So this is actually a really big test right here on a national stage for Bill O'Brien, Bill Belichick, Mac Jones, and the Patriots. Type of year they're going to have in general.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits like 2 times miles.
To the commercial break. So the Cowboys going over the Jets 20-30. Not great for Zach Wilson. 12 for 27, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, only 170 yards passing. Breece Hall rushing only had 4 attempts for 9 yards. This was just a bad day. Actually, I didn't start Breece Hall this week, and I accidentally did start Breece Hall because I wanted to start DeAndre Swift, and my lineup got locked because of the time zone. That would have saved my whole entire week. Man, it's just amazing that you have a player as talented as Breece Hall, and you only give him the ball 4 times in the entire game. To me, that's borderline unacceptable, right? Oh, nothing that I'm like, why does it feel like water is like coming into the car? It's so humid. All right. So now, back to the Patriots. Commercial break still in progress. Last week, we know Tom Brady was pumping up the home crowd. They did not an enshrinement, but some kind of, maybe they retired his jersey, I'm not sure. Oh, wow, that's weird. They just came back from commercial, and it says Tom Brady last Sunday, and it's showing him. It was pretty cool. Tom looked pretty pumped. He's starting to look older, though. He's starting to look old. Robert Kraft, owner and CEO for the New England Patriots, somebody Tom Grassi has a lot of respect for after doing 30 for 30 and getting to hold all those Lombardi trophies. All right. Snap to pass for Mac Jones, 1.78 seconds. So you're going to be able to mitigate a lot of the pressure that Miami has, getting the ball out quick. But I'm interested to see if they can get that ball going downfield, 10 to 15 yards. Start getting those intermittent passes going. So here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to start off with a run. Ramondre Stevenson's going to gain 3. Tonight, Mac Jones is 6 for 7, 44 yards, averaging 6.3 yards per attempt. That's what I mean. He's throwing it short. All right, shotgun formation for Mac Jones. Back pedals, 3-step drop. Throws it. We'll see where they mark it. It looks like it was right at that 1st down mark. And they're going to mark it short. 3rd down coming up. Juju Smith last year had 78 receptions, 933 yards. The leading receiver for the Chiefs. 3rd and 1, I'd be shocked if this doesn't go to Ramondre. And it does go to Ramondre. It looked like they might have stopped it. This looks like 4th and inches. No, they're going to say he got it. It'll be interesting to see if Miami challenges this spot. It's going to be hard to overturn. All right, no challenge on the play. Game goes on, 7 minutes, 50 seconds. 1st down, new set of downs for the Patriots. Showing pass, and they do. Mac Jones taking a shot deep downfield. Oh, and he overthrew him, uncatchable. I don't know if he would have caught that if he was all by himself. He threw that one way over his head. Juju Smith wearing number 7 this year, they're talking about. wearing number 7 because he's the 7th kid in his family. 7 is also the number of completion. All right, big third down for the Patriots. This Miami offense is really good. This game can slip away real quick if New England can't get something going offensively. The offense not doing any favors. It's 3rd and 10. And Mac Jones looking and takes a shot. He was sacked as he was throwing it. And that's going to be 4th and 10, and they're going to have to punt. This Miami defense is the real deal. Yeah, this team's in a Super Bowl window. It was almost a fumble, but they're saying the arm was moving forward. Looks like Mike McDaniel may be challenging this. Man, I got some of that ghost pepper in my nose. Burns. I shouldn't have done it. Alright, so they're going to take a closer look at it because if it's a fumble, the Dolphins will get the ball around the 25-30 yard line versus the punt. So I think it's going to stand. To me, it looked like he had his hand moving forward. So I don't see anything changing on that end. Let's take a look at some of the fantasy teams, some of the big name players around the league. T. Higgins had a pretty good day. Actually, he started kind of slow, but ended up with 28 points, almost 29. 8 receptions, 89 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Baltimore's defense wasn't that great today against the Bengals. Only 5 points. Mike Evans, monster day, 29.1 points. And Devontae Adams didn't disappoint. He comes away with 20 points. Justin Jefferson, 25. DeAndre Swift, 27. So, some disappointments. Kyle Pitts, 3.5. That's just not going to cut it. Breece Hall, not even 1 single point. Derrick Henry at 18.5. You'd like to see that get up to 20, but I'll take 18 every day. But yeah, it's going to go down as a loss this week for me and my team. Jalen Hurts had 25 points. Tyler Lockett had 26 points. CeeDee Lamb had 25 points. Surprising, Nico Collins for the Houston Texans at wide receiver had 27 points, 7 receptions, 146 yards, and a touchdown. Jordan Love with another impressive day, fantasy-wise, with 20 points. And then Kyren Williams, running back for the Rams, he did really well. He had 28 points. I mean, there's a lot of production. Week 1 was kind of slow. You're starting to see things get back. All right, so the call stands. They're going to punt. And this is a big punt. and it's going to be returned at the 5-yard line to the 16. Making comparisons to Dan Marino to Tua. Don't do that to the kid. Man, they do actually have a very similar throwing motion. Dan Marino is actually at the game today. And under center is Tua. 1st and 10. And they decide to run it here, and that is good for 3 yards. 6:35 and counting in the second quarter. Ooh. New England might be down one of their cornerbacks, number 25. Went into the locker room to be questionable with a shoulder injury. Bill Belichick definitely concerned about that, because Tyreek and Waddle will exploit your best corners. Looks like the throw intended for Tyreek Hill was too far behind him. He almost made a great catch. Oh, he almost got that. Almost reeled it in. Man, that ghost pepper. All right, shotgun here on 3rd and 7. Patriots trying to get off the field here. Tua looking, throwing, taking a shot. Oh, that looks like PI. They're not calling it. They're going to be able to get off the field here. And the Patriots defense gets the job done. 3 and out. Surprised to see him take a shot in that situation right there. It's 3rd and 7. You know. All right, so they're going to have to punt it. 5:51 in the second. The punt is off. Clean. And this is going to be fair caught at the 44-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Now, this is interesting. Let's see if this is roughing or running into the kicker. In that case, Miami might be able to get back on the field. Oh, they're calling holding on the receiving team. So it's going to be enforced from the 45. So New England will take over around the 34-yard line. 5:44 left in the second. Miami up 10-0.
It's been said that when someone you love has Parkinson's, you have Parkinson's. The truth is, Parkinson's disease doesn't just affect the diagnosed. It affects everyone who supports and helps care for them. If you have questions, the Parkinson's Foundation has answers. We can help you understand the disease.
Making our way down south right now to the great city of Miami. I'm in Miami. Only a couple hours outside. Things should be really good over there. We got a pool, we got TVs, we got just a lot of different ways to be able to, stream. No more hotels, no more, just finally some peace.
How annoying is he? Very annoying.
I'm waiting for a good movie to come out. I want to see a good movie. Flora and Son.
Rated R.
coming to theaters.
So I didn't think I needed Swiffer until I saw how easily it picked up my hair every time I dried it. It only takes a minute. Look at that. The heavy-duty cloths are extra thick for amazing trap and wash, even for his hair.
Man, Swiffer.
And for dust, I love my heavy-duty
Swiffer
dust.
really did
Fibers trap dust on contact.
kind of break the market with this thing. Swiffer's been going strong for like 10 years, 15 years. I always feel personally like that there's no way to replace a real broom and a real mop. You just can't. You can't replace those. You know? You simply can't. Those electric mops that you pull the trigger, you know, and it goes up and down, whatever. They don't scrub. You need that elbow grease. You need to get in there. Next Saturday, Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Number 7 versus number 9. I swear, they rank Notre Dame too high every single week. I mean, every single year. All right, 1st and 10. Mac Jones in the shotgun. Quick throw here to his tight end. That's going to be good for 10 yards. They might mark it just before the first down. I think it, let's see, it looks like a first down to me. Second and inches. This time they run it with Ramondre Stevenson, and he's able to get the 1 inch he needed. You got to score if you're New England. I mean, your defense bailed you out, got the 3 and out. Mac Jones, a quick throw over the middle of the field. Four minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 2. Going no huddle. Picking up tempo here. And Stevenson looks like he got one of the 2 that he needed. Let's see if they go QB sneak. And they do. Pick up the first down here. Say, New England going on a nice little drive here. Mac Jones, shotgun, no running back with him. Miami bringing pressure. Mac Jones, quick throw. Was that Devontae Parker? Mac Jones, 13 for 16. Mac Jones looking. He's going to run it himself. And then he slides down after a gain of 5. They're calling holding. It's coming back. Mac Jones, quick throw out. This is Parker again. Try to get some of that yardage back from the holding call. New England trying to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. And looks like they might have an encroachment. Yep, and it is on Miami. And that's Bradley Chubb. Chubb just trying to time it just a little early. So now it's 2nd and 8. Clock will dwindle down to the 2-minute warning. Patriots actually going on a pretty nice drive right here. This is what they needed.
You don't get it until you get it all in. The limited slip diff lets you hammer the throttle. Kayak sports again.
Be interesting to see how they call the rest of this. I'm sure just getting a touchdown on this drive to close out the first half would be a success, but how fast do they do it and how conservative do they call? Do they try to chew up the whole 2 minutes, or do they try to score fast, maybe get the ball back one more time? Bill Belichick tends to be less aggressive in these situations. Put you in. All right. What are you doing? You're allowed to talk on the stream. Something happened in there?
No.
You just like came out like somebody offended you in there or something. What? This is real life. It's a big deal. Halftime show coming up. Micah Parsons wrecks havoc on Zach Wilson. This one goes to Zeke. Haven't heard his name tonight. Zeke wearing number 15. They haven't used him as much as I thought they would have this early in the season. Especially after Bill O'Brien made comments about him being a 3-down back. Haven't seen that yet. 3rd and 9. New England in field goal position. Can they convert here and go for the touchdown? Mac Jones looking, throwing. Oh! Right off the hands of Devontae Parker. Eli Apple on the coverage. Mac Jones has to run off, and the Patriots settle for a field goal. Lucky that wasn't picked off. Chad Ryland, first career field goal attempt of his career. It's a 49-yarder. And it's good. And that's a good feeling. 10-3. New England knocks it down to a one-possession game.
Around here, we like to keep things simple.
Sure do. That's why at Trust we show you rates from other companies.
Lamar Jackson had 237 yards and 2 touchdowns. 22.88. I think the number one fantasy quarterback might have been Kirk Cousins this week at 28 points. Let's take a look and see how Josh Allen did today. $23 points for Josh Allen. Josh Jacobs, disappointing day. He had -2 yards rushing. -2 yards rushing. 9 attempts for -2 yards. And you know that with the type of game the Raiders and Bills are playing, Jacobs was scripted out of the game early from a rushing perspective, and they became one-dimensional. That really does affect the amount of snaps your running back gets. You're not going to run the ball if you're down 21 points. So let's see what Miami does here. They have plenty of time. They have timeouts. Mike McDaniel's not going to just go into the half. They're going to try to get a touchdown right here. 1 minute, 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Brandon Staley, after the loss to the Titans today, said, "Convenient storyline to say Chargers 0-2 start is linked to the playoff loss to the Jaguars." Staley said, "I'm not worried about the Jacksonville loss. The Jacksonville loss hasn't carried onto the season whatsoever." We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but really excited to get into these games tomorrow. All right, back in New England. And the kickoff will not be returned. And here comes Tyreek in the Miami offense. Hill tonight's got 2 receptions for 23 yards. Waddle 3 receptions, 54 yards. Tyreek Hill trying to be the first wide receiver to go for 2,000 yards receiving in a single year. Shotgun for Tua, sends Mostert in motion. A quick throw to Mostert, he's going to gain 4 or 5 yards and run out of bounds. Mike McDaniel calling his play. 81% of the Dolphins' offense is shift in motion. That's ranked number 1 in the NFL. So the Dolphins, in a lot of ways, are like the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan, how they dial up plays that are complicated for the defense to follow, but very simple for the offense. And that makes sense because Mike McDaniel was an understudy of Kyle Shanahan. You can tell that these two spent a lot of time together. A quick throw sets up a 3rd and 1. 140 Miami hanging on to one timeout. Miami taking their time here to call this play on 3rd and 1. 8 seconds left on the play clock. And they send motion, a quick handoff to Mostert. He's able to get 5, only needed 1. And now we go under a minute and a half. So you get the first down, you end up having to run the ball just to guarantee you get the first. But now the clock's rolling, so it's time to start taking some shots downfield. And here we go. Tua takes the shot right there, all the way to the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. So that's gonna put him in field goal range right there. And Miami getting ready to snap it already with 28 seconds. Look how fast they're able to reset. That sense of urgency. That is so fast. It's not college. In college, the clock stops until they respot the ball. But that time's just continuing to tick. You got to be able to get on the line quick. Miami doing a great job here going up tempo. Now they're in the red zone. A quick slant to the slot. And Miami's going to call their final timeout. Interesting decision because it looks like New England had an injury on the field. And they would have had to burn a timeout for injury under 2 minutes. And Miami could have held on to theirs. Defender distance, next-gen stats. That's where actually I get a lot of my stuff. If you guys haven't been to next-gen stats, I definitely recommend it. Quick commercial. We're back. 31 seconds left in the first half. Dolphins, though, so far so good. They started this drive on the 25-yard line all the way into the red zone with 31 seconds still. Here we go, and Tua throws it to the end zone. Caught it! He caught it on the 2-yard line. They're going to have to hurry up, though, because that shouldn't stop the clock. What a great throw by Tua. That is just a monster throw. That is a great throw by Tua. And they're going to do a quick booth review. Tua on this drive, 6 for 6, 67 yards. Not bad. He's in. Yep. So there's going to be a 10-second runoff because his knee landed in bounds. There's 25 seconds right now in Miami without any timeouts, so they're going to have to, from 15 seconds, they're going to have maybe one play. They might even spike it. Terry McCauley, the Sunday Night Football rules analyst, Tua calling the play right now. The ref coming out on the field to explain everything. All right, here we go. We're going to have to call this play right away. All right, here we go. Ball is snapped. Quick throw, touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Miami does it. And that is going to take us to halftime. I will see you guys after the break.